A look there inside a MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, a good matchup in the NFC. It's the San Francisco 49ers and the New York Giants. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. They'll put one of the tight ends in motion. And he'll be taken down as he takes it just shy of midfield. An ideal beginning to this drive. 24 on the first play.
Well, it's hard to imagine starting a game much better than that. Great play design. You can tell all week they love that play to start the game, and, man, you can see why.
Throwing on first down is Purdy. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. That's a nice pickup on a first down throw. It's a gain of 8.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
From the 42-yard line, here's second down and a yard. Tight end, the motion man to the right. On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he's going to pick it up. Take it down inside the 35 for the first down.
It just seems like every time this guy touches the ball, he makes something happen, and not all of his runs are always going to be positive. He's kind of one of those guys that's going to get a 0, a 1, a 2, but it's the home run threat. It's the big plays that really tip the scales in your favor, and when you can generate those big explosive plays on the ground, man, it makes such a big difference for the offense.
And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. Purdy to Kittle for the Niners, first down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often, so that might be his first target. I don't think it's going to be his last.
And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
Second down, they need 7. Out of the gun, here's Purdy. And that is caught in the end zone. He's in. Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, San Francisco. Exactly the way they scripted this one. A beautiful opening drive, Greg. Able to find the end zone on the game's first possession.
And, Mike, the word that comes to mind looking at that drive is execution, and that's exactly what they talked about all week long. They wanted to come out early in this game and establish an early rhythm, and that's exactly what they did with that touchdown drive.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. On the return, it's Gunnar Olszewski. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. A run with the man out of Purdue. That's Tyrone Tracy. Not much happening there. Just a short gain.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
From the 25, here's second down and 9. Out of a shotgun. It's Dark. That's made right side. It's Johnson. Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4. and bring up third down.
Brings up third and
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
And the rookie gives himself up there at the end. That's a sign of a guy who's learned it quick, picking up the first down.
Anytime a quarterback decides to tuck it and turn himself into a runner, you can just feel the sideline hold their breath. They're just hoping that he gets down, picks up enough for the first down, but more importantly, protects himself so he can get himself back up and continue on.
On the play fake, here's Dart.
complete to Darius Slayton. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up second and 4 at the 44-yard line.
We are through one. The Niners have the early advantage. We're back to upstate New York in just a moment. Giants football here to begin the second quarter. From the 44-yard line, here's second and 4 as we are ready to get back underway. Now he'll air this one out deep for Hyatt. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very good there. Contact jarring the ball loose, and it's going to force third down.
They nearly connected on the big play downfield, but he's not quite able to hold on to that ball through the contact. You can chalk that one up as a win defensively.
On third down, here is Dart. Under pressure, and down he goes. They got him.
And there was nothing exotic about that. I mean, they were just able to generate pressure without having to bring an extra rusher, and this offense now finds themselves staring at fourth down as a result.
So on fourth down, out is Jamie Gillen to punt for the Giants. And he didn't get the check he was hoping for on that one. That goes into the end zone, and it's a touchback. The Niners offense ready to get going with their second possession. They lead 7-0 thanks to the touchdown on the opening drive. So try to double up here as they begin this drive first and 10. A tight end in motion now. The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Paulson Adebo is there to make the play.
On the tackle. 1 yard gain. Brings up second and 9 at the 21-yard line.
From the 21, here's second and 9. Here's Saul, the man in motion. On second down, Purdy. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. And he's going to get this to the 37-yard line. A gain of 16 yards. It's good for a Niners first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play, and it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest, and that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there. Well, this is a great example of the old saying, Mike, you never go broke taking a profit. And give credit to this quarterback. I know it's not the big explosive play he was looking for, but getting the ball into the hands of his running back allow him to pick up some extra yardage after the catch.
McCaffrey, first down and more. And he's going to be brought down, but not until he gets inside the 35. A gain there of 23 yards. First down, 49ers.
There's a combination of footwork and vision, his ability to kind of weave through traffic and understand where the holes were. It's a really nice job working through some bodies and picking up a big gain.
That's caught by McCaffrey. And he's going to be shoved out of bounds after a gain of only a couple.
Out of bounds at the 31-yard line. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Purdy now on 2nd down. Throwing off his back foot, and it's taken in. And that's going to be a 1st down. A pickup of 9.
Well, it's been pretty clear this offense has wanted to get this running back involved in the passing game here in the 1st half. And with the success they've found, I expect the rest of the game to go very similar.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun. It's Purdy. And the rush gets home. He'll go down. They got him. Dexter Lawrence in there to drop him that time. It's a loss of 7.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark.
And they're going to get him a 2nd time. He goes down again.
Just not a lot of plays on that call sheet for the offensive coordinator for 3rd and a mile. So that's a huge sack there that they took on 2nd down. And barring something dramatic happening here, it might have just killed any chance of extending this drive.
Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. The Niners will use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. Shotgun snap to Purdy. That's over the middle to Kittle. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the 1st half. Eddie Pinheiro going to come on to try a field goal now. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. Pinheiro's kick is good. And the 49ers will extend to a 10-0 lead.
And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
Still a little time. Final minute of this 1st half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. He fields it at the 8, and he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. The Giants offense going to take over here in the final minute of this 1st half, and nothing doing from the offense just yet. Down 10-0 as they come up with 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, it's Dart. That's caught. It's Tyrone Tracy. Now a timeout. Giants, that is their 2nd. As they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this 1st half.
2nd and 6 at the 30-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 6. Out of the gun, here comes Dart. And he'll be taken down up at the 40-yard line. The Giants going to call their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining until halftime.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. dart. Now a short one caught by the tight end Johnson. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line.
That's another Giants.
That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down. One final throw before the break. He'll look underneath here for Tracy. And he's going to be taken down as time runs out on this first half of play. First half played out a bit as we expected. We'll see if there's a surprise coming up. Both teams set to go, and the second half is underway. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Giants offense looking to get back to work as we begin this third quarter. They need to start making some inroads here. Down 2 scores as they begin this drive with first down. A play fake, now dart. He'll let it fly. Deep ball for Slayton. And he's going to take this one all the way. 75 yards. Touchdown, New York. Well, that is a quick drive and the best way to finish it. The touchdown pass downfield. Greg, you rarely see a deep shot like that to start a drive.
You're right, Mike. We don't see it a lot, but I wish we did. It's actually the most efficient and safest down to pass the ball. And in this case, the defense is thinking run, got a lot of defenders up in the box, and they're able to strike deep with a pass play for 6.
So out is Gano after the touchdown. He'll send this one away. Here's Sky Moore now to return it. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line. The Niners offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half with a solid start so far. Touchdown and a field goal on their first 2 possessions. Operating from their own 23, they'll begin 1st and 10. Purdy to throw. He'll find his tight end, Kittle, on the right side. And he's out of bounds on the pass play, but that's good for 8 yards.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
From the 31, here's 2nd and a couple. Here comes the jet sweep. And this defense having nothing of it. They get him down for a loss on the play.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical.
And they're going to have this all the way down inside the 30-yard line. A big-time play for the Niners. 45 yards.
Both pre-snap and post-snap, this is about as well done as you can do at the quarterback position. Get in and out of the right call, identifying the holes along the back end, and then the throw. You can't put it in a better spot. I mean, that's just a big-time play.
And he will score! Christian McCaffrey, touchdown, 49ers. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike, and you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched, and an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
The score, Niners 17, Giants 7.
So now, after the touchdown, Pinheiro out to kick it away. This returnable from the 4. We'll get this up past the 20. That's where they'll set up shop. The Giants offense headed back to take over once more. They find themselves down 17-7 as this drive starts 1st and 10. Down after a gain of a couple.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and
8. Second down, 8 yards to go. Now Dart. Now he'll run. And he will slide to a halt, but he does have the first down.
There wasn't anywhere really for him to go with the ball. The defensive backs did a great job of taking away his progression read. But that pass rush, they just can't get home, and he ends up making the play with his legs and moves the chains.
On the ground, here's Tracy. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line. That's a gain of 11, and they'll move the chains with another first down.
Well, after not having much success in the first half, they're able to get something going on the ground here to start the 3rd quarter. I'd love to see the play caller mix in some play action, mix in some pass game. That should open up some of these holes for better situations to run the ball.
Oh, nice open field tackle there. He could not get free. They're going to stop him for no gain.
What an advantage it brings a defense when you have cornerbacks that are such willing tacklers. It just brings an extra element to the ability to defend the entire field. And this is a great example here why.
A run here with Tracy on 2nd down. And not much there. He's back to the original line. No gain on that.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 1. Brings up 3rd down and 9.
Third down and 9. Looking to throw. It's Dart. That's into the hands of his receiver, Hyatt. The rookie from Ole Miss put that one on target for the first down.
Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
So both teams trade touchdowns in that frame as we get through the end of the 3rd quarter. Back with more after the break. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports. Here's 1st and 10. Run to start the 4th quarter, and here's Tracy. He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
So I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Here's a shot toward the end zone. That one knocked away. In the end zone, incomplete. What a good job locating the football by the defense where it matters most. And it'll bring up 3rd down now.
The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
Now a deep ball toward the end zone. That one broken up and is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down.
Every so often, Mike, you can see these offenses, and it looks like the passing game gets a little bit too predictable. And as the defense continues to flood the back end of these zones with extra defenders, they're continuing to force this quarterback to not only make some difficult throws, but to put the ball in harm's way. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
So the field goal makes it a one-score game here in the fourth quarter as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. He'll get across the 20, mark him down at the 23-yard line. Here's the San Francisco offense ready to take possession of the ball once more. They lead by a touchdown as this drive begins with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Purdy. Open man is Jennings. He'll be brought down up past the 35-yard line. First time they've looked his way all game long. But he comes through with the grab and a first down.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the fourth quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative. Just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just run the clock out. Fourth quarter, you find yourself protecting a one-possession lead. It's a fine line, Mike, between do I keep the ball on the ground, continue to work the clock, or stay aggressive, try to extend this lead to a multiple possession game. That's the balance this play caller is dealing with right now.
He's across midfield to the 49-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From just across the midfield stripe, here's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Purdy. He'll get this out to his running back. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7. And the Giants here will use the first of their timeouts. Talk things over before 3rd down. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down. Here's Purdy. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. Here's the Giants offense. Now they get set to take over once more. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. To throw, it's Dart on 1st and 10. This one taken in by Hyatt. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. That's a gain of 21 to open this drive.
And this is a tricky part of the game for any defense. You find yourself protecting a late lead, and the age-old question is, do you remain aggressive? Do you try to just keep the ball from being thrown over your head and make everything be tackled and played in front of you? That's what every defensive coordinator struggles with, so they can't get too soft here as they try to hold on to this lead here late.
And another first down and another big gainer, this time 23 yards.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
They'll motion their tight end, Johnson. They'll drop to throw. He has Hyatt complete. And he'll take this down to the 2-yard line, but they are in business. First and goal coming up.
And now we're at the point of the game, Mike, where someone has to step up and make a play. That's exactly what this quarterback and his receiver did. It gives them now a fresh set of downs and a chance to go down and make this game very interesting.
They'll try to run this one in. And he's going to be stopped in the backfield. Taken down back at the 3.
In these goal-to-go situations, backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
And he's going to go backwards, taken down at the 6.
All right, so right now what you're telling your play caller is, Mike, you've got 2 downs. You don't need to get it here on 3rd. If you can put yourself in position to use 4th, we're going to do it. So call your best 2 plays you have them both ready, because you have to score here.
They'll try to throw it, and here's Dart. That's going to be broken up in the end zone. Incomplete. There was no space to fit that one in. And now here comes 4th and goal.
Great job there defensively, separating the man from the ball. And this is the moments of the game where you need your best players to step up. And this guy's showing what he's capable of doing in the game's critical moment.
And he's going to go down. The pressure too much. And that should wrap this one up as they have to give it up on downs. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And he'll be taken down. No timeouts left for the defense. That should do it.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 15-yard line.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Purdy down to a knee. And that should be the final snap of this game. So a win here for our visitors, the 49ers. They were forced to travel cross-country and get the early start. 10 a.m. on their body clocks. They're happy now. They come away with the victory. So that'll do it for us. For Greg Olson and our terrific team behind the scenes, I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. Follow us on